Hi everybody, it's Jen here with another Project Life layout. This is pretty much the last one for September except for the first few days, and I'm using my September Felicity Jane kit, and I'm just showing you right here that card I actually cut out of the packaging because I liked it. And I thought it would look cool. So it's kind of shiny, so it wouldn't be the best to write on, but you'll see I'm just going to put some flowers on there and use it as a filler card. I think that worked out great, and it added a bit more black and white because I'm using that star black and white paper at the bottom. And sorry that my camera is so far over. I know that there's a stop and a start coming up shortly, so hopefully I check that better when I turn my camera back on again. If not, you're not missing a whole ton off to the side there, but that is annoying, so sorry about that. So yeah, these are all the cards that were from the cut apart sheet that came with the kit. And then there was, or sorry, not the cut apart, yeah, you know, the 12 by 12 cut apart sheet. And then some of the bits that I'm using are from the other smaller cut apart sheet that's on sticker paper, and then some flair, and then that wooden love was left over from an Elle Edwards story kit. This is the stamps that came with that, and I'm just looking to see if there's any that I want to use on here because, you know, you like to use them if you're paying for them. So I've put one down there and one down there, and then I really like there's like a you'll see in a sec, there's one that almost looks like washi tape. It's like stripes, and then there's one that looks like little tiny, it's right there, nice long one. There's one that also looks like little scallops, and I had shopped that one around. Sorry, I was a bit off camera when I was doing that. But what I'm gonna do is stamp the one that sort of looks like a washi tape, and you'll see me kind of screw that up and then fix it a little. So here I'm using some of the words, and it says, "This makes me so happy." And then this was the 4x6 card that came on that 12 by 12 pattern paper. So I'm using that great big flower that I cut out, and I fussy cut it out, believe it or not. Because if you watch my videos, you know I'm not big on fussy cutting, but I did it. I'm back to my current favorite Tim Holtz letter tiles, and just putting my date down, and I'm just going to go back because I had so much room left. I decided to put the whole word September instead of just Sept, because there was quite a bit of space left on that little label on the card. And here I'm writing September down to make sure I don't screw it up spelling it backwards, and I was in fact spelling it correctly. But you know, sometimes you second guess yourself. So there you go. So filled that whole thing in, and those flowers are pretty, and those colors work a lot better this week. If you watched my video from last week, and I know I'm going backwards in time with these, I was trying to use this stuff and it just didn't work for the colors. So here I'm going to stamp this down sort of as a border for my photo, and I'm not really too worried about it being perfect or anything like that. It's a brand new stamp too, and I didn't use my eraser to kind of prime it. And then I realized, I stamped it within the pencil line, not outside of the pencil line where my photo is sitting. And there was just a quick jog there, and you can see my whole layout now. So I'm glad that I double checked my camera when I turned it back on the second time. Since I have my ink out, I'm going to stamp that second one, and I forget about the third one over there, but I will get to it. So there you can see how I was using that stamp as sort of just a border for that photo. I like how that looks. I'm going to use that flare that has an ampersand on it, and then I'm using these this alphabet from Elle Edwards. I'm not sure where I got it. It came in something. If I venture a guess, I think it might have been in the Week in a Life kit from quite a while back, but who knows? They've just been sitting in my stash, and I thought, oh, those might work. So I'm just having to move them there because I couldn't quite fit in the word then. And these are photos of my kids. I just used an app on my phone, and I put a photo from the very last day of school, which was the one on the left, and then the photo from the first day of school, which is the one on the right, and then I put then and now, and then I'm going to use this tab to write on there that you know, last day in June and first day in September of school. And then I'm going to write on this card right here just more about that, about what grades the boys are in now. And, you know, that's hard to believe we're already back at school again. And that's, you know, they've grown a whole ton. You can see, I always take the picture at the same place, like on our front door. So you can see by using the doors, where their heads have gone on the door, like how much they've grown. So I do that on purpose, and I used to do that at other house in front of the door as well to use it for scale. This one I'm just writing about these flowers that I got, which has helped me use all these lovely flowers from the kit. I could have used them anyways, but having a picture of flowers helps. And yeah, so I got those flowers for my birthday. It was obviously my 40th birthday this week. And no, I'm not going to use this horrible cardstock. I just cut it slightly too small, and I'm using it to put this 3x4 photo and the 3x4 card on, so that they stay stuck and proper, so that they don't slide all over the place. So I just used that to help me out, putting a little flower, a little tag or label on there. I'm just writing down the date, and then just how we had actually celebrated my birthday a day early, because my parents were here, and then the first day of school was actually my birthday, and my parents were leaving, so we just celebrated a day early. Not too big of a deal for me. I kind of spent all year dealing with the idea of turning 40, so when the day came, it really didn't seem like too big of a deal. And quite frankly, I had a serious migraine, both the day before and the day of my birthday, so I spent a lot of the day in a dark room. Yeah, kind of sucks, but you know what, it just is what it is, and it just happened, and it doesn't have anything to do with me turning 40. It's just life. So I didn't worry about that too much, other than it sucked that I kind of missed my last day to visit with my parents, and they felt bad that I was stuck in bed, but otherwise it was a-okay, and so far 40's been going just fine for me, and I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, so that's pretty much that side finished. I am going to end up pulling out the one with the Starbucks card. That's actually a screenshot of my Starbucks app, and then that other photo on the left side, I'm going to pull those out afterwards, and I think it doesn't quite make it on camera, but I'll let you know. There I was trying, I'm going to put that sticker down right there. It says making things happen, and just put one of those little star sequins, and I've been sprinkling those around because they kind of worked, because there's that star paper over there with my birthday shot, so I'm just putting a couple on. I'm not putting them on every single one, but I'm putting it on most of them, either just one or three or whatever. And then there you can see me, just all I did on that card was just put those flowers. I'm not going to put stars on that one at all. I put another one of those little words, I think it says details, on that cabinet there. And then I'm going to remember to stamp this one. It just says so happy. And this is just a little section about my son getting glasses. And these are the first glasses he's ever had. And as a kid who's never had glasses, he's all excited about having these glasses. We'll see how long that takes to wear off, right? He basically just needs them for the board. He was having a bit of trouble and complained, and we went a year without getting them, on the eye doctor's advice, to just see, and then we decided to go with them this year. So it's a really minor prescription to see if it helps, but of course he likes them, so then now I'm worried he's wearing them all the time at school. But nothing I can do about it, I'm not there. So yeah, here's a picture of him wearing his glasses. I used a piece of pattern paper to make the card. That's one of the printing cuts, that tag there, another flare, and then those hearts there are part of the cut apart sheet that had all the word labels on it. And then I'm going to use this one right here just to journal about those two photos on the top. And if you watched last week, I kind of went into a cleaning purge, so this was the beginning of the purge, and then the photos on the next that I did last week, which were actually the week after this. I know I'm doing it backwards. This is where I started, and then next week shows how I got it finished. So I'm just putting these away. I'm thinking what I want to do with that card. I pretty much just want it to be a filler card, but it just feels a little bit incomplete, so I'm putting some things away while I think about it. And then I think I'm going to turn the camera off. Do I turn the camera off? Oh, and here I'm going to pull this one out, and all I do is just write on the bottom of this what it was, and it was just my husband took a picture out of the seaplane. He's flying over Stanley Park in Vancouver. And then I'm going to write on this one, because it didn't make it onto a journaling on another card, that I got a whole ton of Starbucks cards for my birthday, and then it shows the balance on my app. And then I decided to go a little crazy because I had a bunch of stars still out and put stars all over, which makes sense, right? Because I'm not sure if the app is the same in the States, but in Canada, every time you spend money, you get these stars. And if you get a certain number of stars, you get a free drink. So that's a whole lot of stars when I used that up on my card. And then I had to re-stick that love down because putting it on the outside totally didn't work. It came right off. So I put it down just with my tape runner. And then I'm looking at these cool puffy labels from Elle Studio that I had on my desk. And I'm going to put one right there. Just, I don't know, kind of fills the card in a little bit more. And I do put one somewhere else. I'll point it out. So here's the close-ups in slow motion. So I put that amazing on that Starbucks card. And then right on that one where it says beautiful, I actually have the card that came with the flowers and I've just taped it onto the back. And then if you ever wanted to see it, you just have to pull the card out. And it's just washi tape, so it would come off really easily. And yeah, as usual, pretty simple stuff. Just used a couple labels and a couple stars on these photos, and then there's a yes on the far side. That's the third puffy sticker I put on, and then these ones. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back again real soon. I'll probably be doing July next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.